Greetings. Welcome back to the Morning Breadcast. I am Mark Krishick, your host with Digging for End Time Truths, and we are on a week of topics that are focused around the appointed times. So we have covered a really interesting plethora of subjects, and I encourage you to go back and take a good look, take a good listen, start your day off on the Word, and get yourself strengthened, and so you head out into the world filled with the Spirit of the living God. Anyway, yesterday we talked about holding fast in the last days. Today, the subject is going to be without spot or wrinkle. So, we're going to be taking our text out of Ephesians chapter 5. And this is a challenging subject only because we in America, we live blessed lives. We have wonderful blessings that God has given us. And the hope is that we are not focused so much on the blessings that we forget the God of the blessings, right? And the important part today is going to be this focus on how do we present ourselves before the Lord. Every day you live your life, you're doing something. People are watching you, listening to you. Listen, the Lord sees everything. Nothing slips by him, obviously, right? So how do we, and it's not God is not sitting up there on a big throne waiting for you to make a mistake and slamming you with a hammer. He's looking for you to be conscious of a life that he is giving you and live for him, because here's the reality. It's not really about this life. It's about the after this life. And Jesus says, set your heart on things above, not here. We're in the world, but we're not of the world. So we should be living for Christ as ambassadors and showing forth the truth and the righteousness and the love and all of the fruits of the Spirit that we've gone over before. The love, the peace, the joy, the patience, the long suffering, the kindness, all those things should be coming out of us. That's the fruit that God's looking for, so that we can be good ambassadors for him, right? And we can shine forth our light in the world. Jesus said, you don't light a light and put it under a bushel. You put it on the lampstand so that people can see it. So what is God looking for? We're going to go to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 27. And Paul is talking about how what we're supposed to look like and what our lives are supposed to be. And he says this in verse 27. He says that he's talking about Christ, and he's saying, and we are the bride of Christ, right? So he's saying that Christ, present it to himself a glorious church. That's us, a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So is God saying we got to be perfect? No, he's saying that's how we're supposed to present ourselves to the world. That's how we're supposed to live for Christ. Our life is not our own anymore. It's Christ. And we're supposed to present to the world this life for Christ that is without spot or without wrinkle or any such thing. We should be living holy and without blemish. I know that's a hard word for a lot of people, but that's the reality of what Christ is looking for. Listen, my cousin says this all the time. If you shoot for the sun or the moon and you miss, you end up in the stars. So live for Christ every day. Do the right thing. Have the fruits of the Spirit protrude out of your life so that the world can see it, and you will be living without spot or wrinkle or any such thing. And in the end of days, when you stand before Christ, he will say, well done, my good and faithful servant, because that's what we're looking for, right? So I'm just encouraging you, live right, do right, please God in everything you do, and God will be pleased with you in the end. We will see you again next time on the Morning Breadcast. God bless and have a great day.